Hello and welcome to this video series. We're checking out some missions to the Dungeoncrawler Gamejam of 2023, and this time we will have a look at Star Hack by BLOODBATH, a very short 6 directions of freedom sci-fi dungeon crawler made for a game jam. The level is a randomly generated multi-dimensional labyrinth, so be sure to use your nav marker. Okay, that sounds a bit like what we saw in the previous jam, I think, but yeah, let's see and jump into the game. And here we are in Star Hack, and use WSD to move, Q and E to roll, and arrow keys to rotate. 1 to fire lasers, 2 to fire torpedoes, 3 to toggle shields, 4 to wait. We have to find the Mach non-destroyed before the Gorb can figure out how to harness its full power. Hurry, we're all counting on you. Okay. That will need some time to get used to. Let's see, and let me quickly remove this again. Alright. So, we basically have to control with the... Oh god, okay. Why is A and D? A and D is probably for sliding. Yeah. Oh god. Okay, so intuitive is different. So W and S is for moving backward and forward. So let's see if we can and there's some green thing which might indicate the direction we need to go to. And then again, it might mean anything and nothing. We also haven't found any enemies or so yet. At least you have this trail you're indicating where you're coming from. So from the perspective, I think you have a very good overview, considering that it's a terrible overview in general because of the 6 directions of freedom. So you can move up and down and so on. But from the perspective, it's perfect. The controls, it's not queuing up anything. And because you also need to get the hang of just the controls itself, so I didn't really pay attention to that much first. But generally, the controls are not great. But I feel like I could spend ages here without going anywhere, so... yeah, that might get a bit problematic. So it was saying that the levels are randomly generated, so we also don't need to see any deeper meaning behind well, pretty much anything. So I mean, the most the best way to control it, I think, is just use W and S for forward and backward, and arrow left and arrow right for turning, and that way you basically can go into all directions. There's something. But what's that? Can we destroy that now? Okay. We killed it! I'm not sure if it was attacking us. What was this for? This is removing shield though. Or energy or whatever that is. Pew. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Ah, with enter we just start a new game. Q and E to roll, and arrow keys to rotate. 1 to fire lasers, 2 fire torpedoes. Well, this isn't really a torpedo. 3 to toggle shields. Uh-huh. And what was number 4? Four to wait. Mm-hmm. So this is turn-based? Okay. Yeah, apparently this is turn-based. So we toggle the shields. And we fired our torpedoes, which we can see on the bottom right. Shield. I'm also not so yeah, I'm not sure what this is. This an arrow pointing us into that direction now? Like the thing at the top? I mean, it's not an arrow, so we could go both ways. Uh-huh. Now we are outside, and this is a gigantic cube. Which is kind of cool. I'm just not sure what I'm... Is there something? I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to do. Is it pointing into the center? I mean, it can't, at this point, it can't point it to the outside, right? So it has to point down, basically. Like this. And now, this is downside, downside. So this, we need to go down there, basically. If we are actually trying to... to reach something there at the at the ending of this thing. And yeah, one side of this pill thing is lighter than the other. But we are almost out of juice, so can we... Is it just pointing... Oh, no, I restart. Is it just pointing towards this blue, this green thing then? So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. We found this thing, so let me quickly have a look into the if there were any comments here, like what we're supposed to do. Flying out in the space was intended from 1 second. Yeah, I have no idea what or if there is something where you can win the game. I think the arrow thing there might just point into the center of the whole cube thing. So this might not be helpful at all. Let's just restart and let's read the text again. Maybe there's some hint which I didn't see before. Enter to generate a new dungeon. Yeah, okay. Find the Mokna and destroy the Gorb. Destroy it. And I think I broke the game. Yeah, we are stuck in nothing. And now it's completely bogged. Okay, let me restart the game. 1 second. And here we are again. Alright. Yeah, let's try to get back to the center by following that... let's call it arrow. Actually, we need to go up in that case, right? Like into that direction. Is this the Gorb? Ah, great job, Captain. You finally did it. We can all breathe easy now, thanks to you. Hey, you're on the news. Get a load of this. I'll patch it through. We have reports coming in that the Gorb have been defeated by none other than Captain Felcher, the notorious criminal currently wanted for countless crimes against the Empire, including 12 counts of murder, 17 counts of theft, 2 counts of treason, 8 counts of fraud, 37 counts of rape, and 1 unpaid parking ticket. We've reached out to the... Okay, and it looks like the death sentence is still on the table. And we won! Star hack! Alright. Yeah, that was interesting entry. I think the controls might just be unnecessarily complicated, because in the end you don't need this rotation thing. So if you want to play it yourself, just use WS for moving forward, backwards, and then the arrow keys to turn right, left, and to move up and down, and I think that's the easiest way to navigate through the dungeon. The perspective is perfect. You have a perfect sense of your surrounding. I mean, yes, it's the whole scenario is very hard to orient yourself in, but overall the perspective is great. The controls are not great. The game just gets away with that because the steps are very fast, so you don't need to. You see how fast I can move. Actually, let me quickly do that again. Yeah, so you... Maybe it's even queuing it a bit. Like if I press forward twice, you can see that I'm also moving twice. For turning, you can see that this is not working. So I think the movement could be a bit better with the turning and this harsh stops in between, but it's okay. Yeah, the content is very limited. Just fly to the center and shoot it a few times. Well, okay, but I kind of like that you can get outside of this cube and fly around. So the audio is fine. I don't think there were any like credits about who did what, so I'm not sure what is actually done by the developer and what is used assets. But overall, it's very minimalistic, but it's fine. Same goes for the sound. I mean, it's basically the movement sound. Yeah, not much, right? You can shoot. It's fine, right? There's nothing, not really anything I would complain about. The besides of like the navigation, the interface and controls are also fine with the shield and so on. I mean, it's also extremely basic with the combat. And with the theme implementation, with duality, I am not quite seeing where the duality comes in, besides of left and right, you can also go up and down or something like that, but I don't see really how the theme was implemented. Which isn't too much of a big deal, but still something to mention. And that was Star Hack by BLOODBATH. Nice entry with 6 directions of freedom. So if you want to check it out, then check out the HIO page on dungeoncrawlers.org. I thank you for watching and hope to see you again next time when we're checking out the next game. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.